Some great news out of Chuck Schumer that will positively impact seniors and low-income individuals. Also, a recently released report showing the widespread fear among seniors right now who have limited cash reserves. And another disruption to the supply chain, bringing those products to our store shelves. All of that plus more in this video. Let's get right into it. But really quickly, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I am here for you every single day to help out in any way that I can, as well as bring you all of the latest updates that are being released, just like what we're going to talk about right here in this video. So thanks again for watching, subscribe down below, and let's get into this right away. Alright, now, Chuck Schumer was out just a short time ago bringing this announcement that will positively impact seniors and low-income individuals, which is a really good thing. In fact, they are still negotiating out the parameters of the $1.75 trillion reconciliation bill, which they still plan on voting on in a matter of just a day or two, possibly even later today at some point. So, yeah, we still have a lot going on, but they finally did something productive that'll actually impact seniors and low income. Let me tell you what it is, and then we can get into those reports and the disruption to the supply chain, plus more information. All right, so Chuck Schumer was out just a short time ago and said they have come together on an agreement on how they are actually going to reform the pricing of prescriptions. So he went on to say that the maximum out-of-pocket cost for prescriptions going forward would be $2,000. Now I get it, it's still a lot of money, but at least they're kind of drawing a cap on that, kind of like a glass ceiling, right? So $2,000 max out-of-pocket is what he announced. He also went on to say, and he gave an announcement, or he gave an example on this. Let me tell you the example. Now again, I'm not sure of the current pricing right now, but I'm just going off of what Chuck Schumer said. He said that he used a bottle of insulin for an example. He said it is currently priced at $600, and now he said it's going to be $35. So that's a massive cut in price right there, if that is actually true and how the whole thing shakes out. So that's the example that he gave and what he announced, but this would actually be a really good thing. I'll be honest with you. I actually worked in a pharmacy for a couple years a long time ago. I saw the pricing of these prescriptions. They are very, very expensive. I can't tell you how many times I looked at the price tag of some of these things, and it was like hundreds upon hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars in some situations. Very expensive. So somebody getting prescriptions on a monthly basis, there's a lot of money going out the door every single month on prescriptions. I've seen it. So I know what goes on out there. So yeah, this would actually be very, very impactful for seniors and, again, low-income individuals who really need to watch every dollar that goes out of your pocket, every dollar that goes out of your bank account. It all makes a huge difference. Now, of course, when it comes to higher income people or just, anybody else, it's not going to be that big of a deal for them. Honestly, if they can pay for it, then fine. If they can pay for it, then totally fine. But it's going to be huge for lower income individuals, especially people living on a fixed income like Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, or just low income or no income. This could be huge, especially if you are getting prescriptions from the pharmacy. So it's finally nice to see that they're adding something into the reconciliation bill that's actually going to be beneficial to low income and seniors. That's pretty nice, right? All right. Now, according to a recently released report, there's some interesting stuff in here about seniors. Again, I found this to be very interesting. At the same time, kind of sad, to be real. And again, this just stresses how important it is right now for Congress to actually do something and either permanently raise benefits to all the beneficiaries I just mentioned, and or send out a survival check. In other words, a stimulus check, right? Now, ideally, all of those combined would probably be the best situation, but if we can only get one out of Congress, something would be certainly better than nothing. But according to this recently released report, it said that 46% of individuals aged 65 or older are actually worried right now that an unexpected medical expense could put them into bankruptcy. 46% of people. So that's a lot. Almost 50% of people over the age 65 are worried about this. That's not a good way to live. Seriously, nobody should have to worry about that at any given point, any unexpected medical expense could put somebody into bankruptcy. That's a scary situation. Nobody should have to live that way, right? I think a lot of you could probably agree with that. Well, the report went on to say that 33% of these the same respondents, the 65 age and older, said that they have $6,000 set aside for unexpected medical expenses. Meanwhile, 27% of responding, again, 65 and older, said that they have less than $500 in their possession right now to actually cover an unexpected medical expense. That's, again, what would happen? What would happen in the event somebody like that got an unexpected medical expense? And again, unexpected. It could come at any given time, whatever that may be. Again, of course, I'm hoping that nothing would happen to anybody and that everybody just is totally fine and there's never an unexpected medical expense. But we do know things happen, right? It's sad and it's unfortunate, but things do happen. So what would happen to those 27% of people? Again, a sad situation, right? So, wow. So yeah, this is something that is certainly keeping a lot of seniors and older adults up at night right now, where there's just simply not enough money, right? Well, we've been seeing that that's certainly the case across many people right now. I mean, in these communities, I've been seeing it down in the comments section. So many people are out there right now saying, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm living on my small fixed income, my Social Security, my SSDI, my SSI. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't even have enough food at the end of the month. I can't cover all my bills. I actually just had somebody reach out to me the other day and said, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I'm a couple $100s short this month. My landlord is saying they're going to evict me. I don't know what to do anymore. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm guessing this is not the only isolated incident. I'm guessing this is happening across many, many people right now. It's a sad situation. What's even more sad about it is that this is so obvious what Congress needs to do, but yet they're acting like, we don't know. You know, we're acting like, oh, everything's fine. Everybody's doing just fine right now. Well, no, that's not the case at all. So I'm not really sure where Congress gets their information as far as like how the American people are doing as a whole or different segments of the population, but they're certainly not looking at the right statistics, right? Because we see it right here in this community. So that's why we continue to do everything we possibly can to get additional relief and cash payments, stimulus checks, relief checks, monthly recurring payments, UBI, GBI, monthly raises to benefits, whatever it happens to be that we can get out of Congress, that's what we continue to push for, right? So anyway, one quick update on the supply chain. I thought this was pretty interesting. I wanted to lay this out there for you. So as of yesterday, there were still 77 container ships anchored off of the coast of Long Beach, California, and Los Angeles waiting to get into the ports. What's interesting about that is about maybe 2 weeks ago or so, there were 62 container ships. So we've gone up by 15 ships in the last maybe week and a half, week or so, something like that. So kind of interesting. We're kind of going backwards now. But anyway, still 77 ships anchored off the coast of California as of yesterday. Well, here's what's happening. They have all of these containers everywhere, like outside the port, and they're basically telling all these people to come in and get your freight right away, get your containers out of here because we don't have any space for them. So they're starting to pile them in neighborhoods and they're putting them on trains. Well, here's what's happening. The trains are leaving the rail yards and they're moving really slow or they're completely stopped. And meanwhile, people are going into the containers and helping themselves. So apparently, according to the reports that I was seeing, this is what they said in the report. As far as the eye could see, there were boxes and products laying all alongside the railroad track as people were just opening up the containers and just helping themselves to all the products inside. So that's certainly going to put another slowdown on everything trying to get to the store shelves right now. If you're waiting for things in the stores, again, it's not just because of this, by the way. There's just a lot of slowdown. Everything is very backed up and slow right now. But this is probably not going to help anything all that much, right? With people going in and helping themselves. But does this really surprise anybody right now? I mean, realistically, people are doing kind of a lot of things right now simply because we're kind of sick of everything, right? Stores are out of the products that we need. The money is not there. The money's not being distributed so that people can go out and buy the products that they need. So, I mean, again, I'm not that surprised that this is happening. People are just getting frustrated, right? So they're kind of in a situation where I've got to do something. I've got to provide. I've got to get something. And they're turning to this. So I'm not endorsing it. I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm not surprised at the same time to see this. I mean, it seems like people are really frustrated across the board. That's kind of what I'm seeing with all these reports and everything going on right now. It just seems like people are kind of sick of struggling. You know what I mean? It's been a year and a half now. we're kind of getting to the end of it. You know what I mean? People are just getting frustrated with the whole situation. So anyway, I want to let you know what's going on out there. I continue to watch everything closely. I will continue to bring you these updates as we get more information, but we finally got a little bit of a good update out of Chuck Schumer and the agreements that they're making in the reconciliation bill. So I'll continue watching this very closely. I'll keep you posted with any further details. Again, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Please remember, I'm here to help you out every single day in any way that I can. I know the news has been a little bit slow lately. I get it. I know it's making it a little tough for me too, because I'm trying to find stuff and it's like, oh, the same old thing every day. Congress is flopping back and forth. One day they say they're going to vote, the next day they say they're not. The next minute they say they're going to vote, and 2 minutes later they say, just kidding, we're not going to vote. So it's back and forth, but I'm here for you in any way that I can. Please leave your comments or questions down below, and I'll continue to be here for you every single day. I'll watch everything closely, and I'll bring you those updates. So again, subscribe, share the videos, go back and check out some other videos right here on the channel, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you again soon.